Welcome to the 420 Tarot Lounge. I'm hoping everybody is having as great a day as they possibly can for the situation in which they find themselves. Wheel of Fortune. My name's Friendly Friday, and this is the 420 Tarot Lounge. My readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. If you find yourself here, that means that our energies for this reading have synchronized, and there is a message here for you. So why don't you top up your coffee, steep your tea, roll your joint, pass that puff, and hit the like button. Let me know where you're watching from in the comments below. Let me know if the message resonates. And so now we're going to ask Spirit, Source, God, whichever you choose to call the higher being, for a general message. And if they choose so to be specific, we are willing to decipher that message. Okay. That was a short stack. Okay. Ooh. Justice. There must be something must be coming into balance. Oh, we got two cards here. So first we have the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So we're going to do the my version of the Celtic cross, if you will. Oh, okay. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to lay the cards out and then do the read, and then we'll do some insight and clarity as well. Oh. Okay, hold on a second. This one fell out before these. Ten of Wands. Queen of Swords. King of Wands. So it is 20 to 2 in the morning on June the 8th, 2025. I was not able to sleep, so I decided to get up and see if I could pull out a couple of readings. Maybe that might help tire me out a bit, put me to sleep, so to speak. Eight of Cups. Quite a little story happening here. Let's see. And I do call them stories because I'm only able to interpret what I'm seeing in the cards, and it's being told to me like a story. The Magician. Ooh, and the Two of Cups. Alrighty. Your energy for this is Devil. So let me have a sit down here and see what we can come up with. So there seems to be some kind of there's a deep, I'm seeing this as a deep motivation. You're you're going to accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish, basically come hell or high water. Um, it's going to happen, whether nothing's going to stop it from happening. That's what I'm getting from this here. It doesn't feel to me like it has a sinister feel to it. There's I feel like you've been working towards something that you, I feel like you've picked it up and put it down, picked it up and put it down, picked it up and put it down. So this might be a project, something that you've had going on, I feel like for a number of years. And the the pauses, the periods of time that you're not working on it, or you're not um, enjoying it, whether that, whether it's a hobby or maybe a secondary income stream or something that you're passionate about, but you responsibilities tend to overstep our pleasures at times. But I think this is all going to start to come into balance. There's a so you're coming into this on a moving wheel, or on a wheel that's ready to move. Okay. I also feel as though there is a plan that maybe not everybody agreed on. If this project was, let's say, to restore a vehicle, like a muscle car or something like that, and maybe you want it to be blue with dark blue with light blue interior, and your partner, let's say your partner is saying no, they don't want it blue, they want it red with black interior, or they want it black with red interior, they want something totally different. So I do feel that there is a little bit of friction there. So I guess kind of what I'm hearing there is to pick your battles. Like, is what's more important? It's more important. Okay. There's a with this, I feel like there's maybe the friction causes a break, a separation in the partnership or in the collaboration. There's also I feel like lots of hubbub, lots of chatter, lots of on this particular topic, on this particular vocation. There seems to be a lot of activity, a lot of it's trendy now. It's trendy now. It wasn't trendy back then. Okay, so I just kind of heard a little whenever I hear something that has come back into style, say, like, bell bottoms, or I don't know, leather jackets with fringes on them, that kind of stuff. I always go back, remember when plastic grocery bags first came out, and there was well, the plastic bags had come out and then they were on their way out, and the paper bags were coming back in again. So that would be like, I guess, in the I don't know, early 2000s, maybe. I'm not sure. And an old lady was at the cash register, and she said, "Well, you told me that the plastic was the way to go. And now you're telling me to go back to the paper bags." So at one time, that was all that was available. And then when the new plastic bags came in, um, they phased out the paper bags because the plastic bags were supposed to be so much better. And then they decided that the plastic bags were bad for the environment or whatever. So now they want us to go back to either reusable or paper. So the old lady was saying, "Well, I was already doing this when it wasn't trendy or it wasn't in style or whatever." I kind of rambled on a little bit there, so I hope I got my point across. That's the kind of feeling I get here. You've been doing this for, I don't know, 30 years, 20 years, went out of style, now it's back in style. And somebody wanted to influence your co-creation with the divine, and you were having none of that. None of that. That's what I'm getting here. This is where the this energy comes in. So you're it's gonna happen come hell or high water. There's gonna be conflict, and it's gonna move forward regardless. Okay. Um, the like I said, the friction is coming from this energy here, as but you're not going to allow it to influence your vision. That's what I'm getting with this. You're going to move forward with it with your vision. I'm getting that this is something that, like, and you've wanted to finally see it finished. You wanted to see it completed. You've wanted to see the enjoyment of doing the work. I'm seeing the enjoyment of doing the work, but also the anticipation of the completion. Wow, there's a lot going on with these cards here. You've got, I feel like there's pressure to complete it. I feel like there is, excuse me, just going to take a drink of my coffee here. There seems, oops, hopefully that didn't bump it around too much. Yeah, there, but there is you are very strong-willed, strong-willed. That's not the right. You're very, you have your vision. You started it with intent, although it's taking a long time. The pauses were necessary not only to recharge your creativity, but to also look after um, responsibilities that were yours alone. So, yeah, okay. Let's, I'd like to get some more information on this Queen of Swords here. Is there any additional information that you could provide on this beautiful queen? So I've got two cards here. So we've got the Two of Cups, and then we've got the Empress. Um, so there is I feel as though this is a mother and daughter. And it's the mother and daughter that are having the conflicting ideas. Mother and daughter. Maybe a mother and, or a grandmother and granddaughter, even maybe. Anything else you can tell us on this beautiful Queen of Swords? Queen of Pentacles. There's, okay. So I'm seeing here that this is, it's family members. There's more than, there's, okay, so there's the two, you are the Queen of Pentacles here. This queen here is the queen, is the other individual that's trying to insert their ideas, insert their influence. And you're not going to allow them to. You, like I said, you're grounded in your idea. You're grounded in how you're going to go about achieving it, obtaining it. And I feel like you have some kind of divine protection with that. There's like, and like I said, there's this Queen of Swords. They're going to get frustrated. They're going to get frustrated and they are going to leave you to whatever it is this is. The thing. You have all the knowledge and the know-how to pull this off without assistance. And I feel like you will be successful in doing this. Almost, I almost hear an "I told you so" kind of. Tell us more about this magician. This the magician here. Is he stable? Is the magician stable? Okay, so now we've got the Five of Swords. So, I don't. I can't say that he's stable. I think that there may be moments where there is frustration, misunderstanding, even. What else can you tell us about the magician? Hmm, okay. So there is a there is a wish. The pressure. Now, to me, this feels like this is supposed to be a recreational activity, but somehow it's gotten to a, oh yeah, watch me. And this is the Five of Swords. This is like, oh yeah, well watch me, I can do it. Um, Almost a little bit. I don't know, bullyish, I guess. And we've got two here. So now we've got the Knight of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So I think there's an opportunity. I think that this just kind of went on a crazy turn here. I feel like in amongst this little bit of a lower vibration that you are going to attract some, you're going to attract some people that maybe you're not interested in. I think that, it feels like they're not, they don't have your best. Three of Pentacles, that's collaboration. Maybe they're trying, I feel like there's some kind of they're trying to get you, or they're trying to create a vacuum. I keep hearing creating a vacuum to suck you in. So whatever you might, whatever this endeavor is, Five of Wands. Okay, so the first one is the Ten of Swords, and then the Five of Wands. So there is definitely there's definitely some sort of uneasiness here. And that I think that you will, when present, once you recognize that there's something fishy going on, you're going to be able to, I feel like you're going to be able to recognize it, and then you're going to be able to discern it. Um, but I'm also hearing don't overthink it. Overthinking it is going to create mistakes. Going to create mistakes. Missteps. It's going to create missteps. Okay. Okay. And then the Two of Swords. The decision, the choice. So there's going to be a choice. But it's not a this or that choice. Well, the choice is take them up on their offer or don't. But like I said, I'm also getting a little bit of I, I don't know, the creepy crawlies. So use your discernment. Make sure that you've looked at every avenue, so that how people might be able to screw you over, I guess. Okay. Um, okay, so I've got the Seven of Cups, And then I've got the Page of Cups. Nine of Wands. Fire. Fire. Wow. Yes. So there's going, I think that you're, whatever it is that you're doing here, you could have actually done it professionally. The quality of the work. So whether it is a some type of sculpting or painting, maybe even music, writing music, singing. It feels like this is something that you could have made money on. You could have been famous or well known. Maybe not famous, maybe not celebrity, but well known. And you chose a different avenue to sustain yourself. I think now you're at a point, there's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of people that want a piece of you, whether it's a moment of your time or to be able to say that they worked with you, collaborated with you, they know you as a friend, they had a conversation with you. I'm hearing even that they've made coffee for you as a barista. Um, there's also a I feel like you you don't do it to make money. You do it for self fulfillment, whatever this is. This is where the friction's coming in. Okay. So you do something that you like to do as a hobby. Okay, um maybe you like to can your own tomatoes, and you do your own little batches of sauces and whatnot. And now your sister-in-law or somebody is coming in and they're trying to get you to make bigger batches and change up the recipe, change something up. And whatever it is, it's really good. Whatever, it either tastes really good or it looks really good or it makes you feel really good. And it's you the way that you've done it, it feels like it's very polished. And now people are trying to get you to take it to the next level. They're trying to, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that because that's not what you don't want the pressure of that on you. So I'm getting this. You don't want the pressure. You like the idea, but you're not willing to give up your um, intellectual property. This to me is a reconnection to source, or a reaffirmation to source. So I'm going to try, I've got these new oracle cards here, the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. Now I know this is not a love reading, but there are, like, the little things on here can be for really any scenario, any situation. I'm just gonna ask generally what um, what oracle cards Spirit Source God would like to spit out for us for further enlightenment. Nothing really wants to spin out at you. Oh dear. Okay. Just give me 1 second while I try and rescue that. Oh, there it is. Okay, just 1 second. Ugh. I'm getting too old for this. Isn't that what they said on Danny Glover used to say on what was that Lethal Weapon movies? I'm getting too old for this shit. Okay. Oh, okay. The Golden Mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Okay, so somebody's trying to put their influence. Mm. Mm. No, I am okay. So I am hearing. I'm hearing as advice. Listen to their ideas. Don't shoot them down. Don't listen to them intently. Not just fly by night. Listen to them intently. And whether or not you implement the idea is neither here nor there. I feel like if you give them the time, hear the whatever it is they have to say, the friction may be lessened, like low. It could even be gone altogether. And so this King of Wands here, he's the he's the type of energy that very passionate, very dedicated, but if things aren't moving fast enough, they tend to want to move on to something else. So tell us about the King of Wands. What oracle card can you provide for the King of Wands? The Snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious. Look over your shoulder, the other woman. Okay. So maybe it's just as well that you've decided to say no thank you. Yeah, I would I wouldn't allow I would keep, so over here, listen to what they have to say. Listen to any suggestions for improvement or whatever the case may be there. But also, I'm hearing that you need to be observant. You need to be cognizant of others around you wanting to try and I'm hearing two things. Wanting to try and steal your moment or your glory, but I'm also hearing sabotage. Um, okay, so if there is a competition, if you're in I don't know, a baking competition, I don't know what else, I would protect my product from sabotage. And then the runner. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Well, I'm going to have to say that this there may be some good ideas over here and not to overlook them. Don't be afraid to brainstorm the ideas. Don't be afraid. I'm also hearing um, to keep them secret or to keep them, don't broadcast them, don't advertise. I'm not saying don't advertise the product. I'm hearing don't advertise the process. Like, I guess if you're a painter, do you meditate beforehand? Don't advertise it. Don't don't give up your don't te- don't give up your secrets, your processes. Don't share that. That's what makes this unique to you. You've tapped into something. Okay. Okay. So yes, there is you, there's something that you're coming off of something where your wheel is ready to turn. And I feel like you're finally coming into balance. Previously, you've had to pause this project, this endeavor, this because you had other pressing responsibilities that there was no way you could put them on the back burner, so you had to keep pausing. Now I feel like there's the opportunity you have to run with it. Someone's going to try and give you their 2 cents worth, their ideas, and you're being advised to listen to the ideas. There may be good ideas, there may be ways for you to implement them, but also keep in mind that not everybody has your best interests at heart, and some may only be trying to get close to you in order to sabotage or to uh, see what your secrets are so that they can try and better theirs. that is going to cause, there's going to cause separation. There's going to be separation. But you've decided that you're going to finish this out. You're going to finish this out without, you're going to finish it alone, but you're not going to keep, if you're going to give credit where credit is due. And then there's going to be I feel like there's going to be some kind of offer. An offer, maybe, well, an offer of collaboration. Another, like, but I think this is going to be like, oh, we want to, we want to take your preserved uh, canned tomato recipe, and now we want to brand it. We want to sell it nationally, and we want to put your name on it. Is that something you want to do? And for 6 months, 1 year down the road, they could change the recipe and it's still got your name on it. Now it tastes like shit. So the advice here is to always protect yourself, protect your intellectual property, protect, not always is fame a blessing. Sometimes, for some people, fame is detrimental to their well-being. That totally destroys them. You have to figure out how much fame, how much notoriety, how much celebrity you want to embrace. But I feel like you want to just keep everything low key. Everything is, you just want to keep it local. Maybe make some for a couple friends, and maybe those friends make something else, and you do like a trade. That's kind of what I'm getting here. And I know that none of this makes sense because I'm half awake and half asleep. But for the last quite a few readings I've done, I'm I keep getting the overwhelming feeling to what a message, or the feeling that I have is to watch, protect yourself, and don't let anybody take advantage of you, but also don't lash out. Like, don't, the two-way street. So I have no idea if any of this makes sense. I hope it does to somebody. So if it resonates, leave me a comment because I have no idea what I've said. And I'm going to have to rewatch this just to know what I'm going to name it, what I'm going to title it. Normally I come up with the title in the middle of the reading. But yeah, there's gonna be some kind of a somebody's gonna try and hone in, and I feel like it's more than one person. Like, this must be a really, really good tomato sauce. if you will, that it's in demand. People want to collaborate with you, and you're like, ain't having it. Okay, so that's the reading for now. Go ahead and give me a like and subscribe as you're passing that puff. And let me know. Let me know where you're watching from, if the reading resonates. And have a blessed day. Namaste.